visit this place since I first heard about it in the late 90s. And it's pretty quiet. It's rung with barbed wire and doesn't seem to be anyone here. We're walking around looking for the entrance. I'm here with Hussein bin Taxi.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a hot, beautiful day in Baghdad governorate, in the southern suburbs. This ancient Sasanian structure is just baking in the midday sun in early spring, and I couldn't be happier to have at least found it. The taxi driver had no idea where it is, and that's completely fine, or it's actually more par for the course than anything. And I mean, there's probably things in New York City that I couldn't tell a tourist where they are that I've never been to. And wow, this is really amazing. So this is something. So the site appears to be closed, and it's involved with my father and grandfather's alma mater, the University of Pennsylvania, who I went on my first trip to the Middle East to do archaeology with UPenn. And they're involved here at the Taq Kasra. So the site is officially closed, not just for the day, but it's closed indefinitely because one of the outer walls of the structure is leaning really heavily, and it's not allowed to get in the site unless one were to hop the fence. And I don't know if there were any soldiers or police, but I'm going to see if I can at least photograph it with a long lens, if nothing else. Still a dream come true to see the place. So this is the view of the arch. Midday, terrible light, blinding sun. It is filled with scaffolding because a part of the upper archway actually crumbled to the ground a while ago, and now my people at the University of Pennsylvania and the Iraqi government, the Department of Antiquities, are not letting anybody in. There are also some pretty serious stray dogs hanging out in here, but still technically made it here. There's a really interesting civilizational dimension to this site because this was part of the Sasanian kingdom, which was Persian, and in current day parlance we might say Iranian, although the two don't completely overlap, of course. But this was part of when Persia ruled the land of the two rivers, and so I think for the Ba'athist regime, this was sort of a conflicting historical site that it didn't really want to promote too much, although I said it was on postage stamps and things. But even with what little tourism did trickle into Iraq in the 1960s and 1970s, this is still, like, Saddam Hussein saw this as part of the greater Battle of Qadisiyah, which is the civilizational battle between Arabs and Persians. And so the Arch of the Taq Kasra, although it is an architectural wonder of the world, it is definitely part of that sort of civilizational struggle. And so the Iran-Iraq War, where Iraq invaded southern Iran in 1980, Saddam saw that as a continuation of the Battle of Qadisiyah. And so this site is meaningful on a few different levels. So you can see why the UPenn and Ministry of Antiquities restoration team aren't letting anybody in here. They're doing what looks like fairly intricate work in the archway to stabilize it and to kind of clean it up a bit. And yeah, you could definitely, if some parts of the archway are actually crumbling on top, they could yeah, you could, I guess they're trying to avoid people getting injured. Yeah, just one second. Well, the access isn't what I was hoping, but I'm also absolutely thrilled to be here. I mean, it's, you know, the place is being rebuilt, but totally, it's still incredible to see in real life. Well, there you have it. The Taq al-Kasra, also known as the Arch of, I've never known how to say the name of this place, as it's known in Western literature, but it's like Ctesiphon or something. It's Ctesiphon. I think it's maybe a Latinization of a Greek name or something. But this place is pretty legendary, and in a sense, the fact that it's walled off kind of makes it more interesting. It makes it, the fact that it's not actually a tourist destination, and it seems to be, I mean, it's in the middle of like a village area. There's really nothing around here. Shabab! Even when access is difficult, there is just so much to discover in an Iraq that is mostly, hopefully, at peace. It's just, this is an incredible country.